Hip-hop-ray, East LA, warlords come out to play. This could be your last day in life. Sacrifice, another after dies.
The second one happened in the border of my neighborhood and Southside 18's neighborhood. And what happened was I was walking and I could see a bunch of gang members, and I knew they weren't my homies because most of my homies were young and these dudes looked like older veteranos. So I knew right away it was 18th Street because that's how they were, mostly older veteranos. And they had just went on a killing spree. They had killed a few dudes from Flores, from Bear Street. They had killed one of my homeboys from Kansas, and we had killed one of their homeboys recently. So they were out to get us, and I couldn't feel my legs, man. But I'm walking right towards them, and I could see their eyes. I could even smell like the sherm and the alcohol in their breath. And I could see like their eyes were all red. I could tell they were all high. And I wanted to run, but I couldn't. So as I'm passing by these guys, it's literally like someone's carrying me. And when I got to like 57 to like Atlantic, I felt my legs again. And I ran all the way home. And I remember I never experienced something like that. And when I got home, I was still shaking from the experience, but I can't even explain that shit because I was just fear because I knew all these dudes had guns and I didn't have nothing on me, so I wasn't trying to walk into that right into a trap. I never wanted to be anybody's trophy. I still don't want to be nobody's trophy, so I would have never walked in front of them fools like that without a gun. So I can't explain it though. Well, the thing was when I felt like someone was lifting up my body, and I didn't have control of my legs, but yet I was still moving. It's almost like I'm flying, bro. That shit fucked up my head, homie, for a while. I was scared, homie, because I thought that every time I would look at my legs, like am I fucking walking, or it would fuck with me. But then as time went on, I think that somebody wanted me to see what I was up against because I had just killed my homeboy, and these were all the guys that were trying to come and get us. I don't know if that's why it happened, but it just freaked me out beyond. I can't even explain it, man. I just felt fucking freaked out. I thought I was like possessed or something. I didn't feel like human, bro. Like I'm looking in these guys' faces and they can't see me, bro. It's almost like I'm invisible. But all I wanted to do is run. But instead, I'm just in front of these guys, like someone's putting me in front of their faces. Like that. That shit was fucking awful, man. And I know one of those guys had just killed somebody, and I know he was real active at the time. He was there, so I knew that motherfucker always had a gun because he couldn't fight for shit. So he always had a gun. And he was one of the main ones at the time for putting in work from these guys' neighborhood. But I can't explain why I couldn't control my legs. All I know is that I couldn't control which way I walked. I tried to cross the street and I felt like someone was pulling me. I tried to run and I couldn't control my legs. After I seen all their faces, every one of those dudes that was there, including the homegirls, their homegirls, after I seen everyone that was at that party, I just like floated almost to Atlantic. I didn't walk. I felt like I was floating. And when I landed on my feet, I felt heavier. I felt like fuck, like way heavier than I normally feel. Like somebody put me down and put some extra weight on me. And I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack because I was freaked out by the whole experience. I was like shaking real bad. I felt like when I used to get pepper sprayed in prison and my immune system was fighting off the pepper spray, that's how I felt. I was just shaking. I couldn't control my nerves, I guess, were all fucked up. I guess I went through that for a couple weeks. I was just like fucked up in the head, man. Always stood in my head, bro. And I was really young when I went through them. I was like about 15. I'm 38 now. And both of them were like around the same time.